I wish I understood this Facebook Live stuff better. Anyway, hello, Facebookers. Some of you may remember the other day I was showing you this 1986 Oldsmobile Delta 88. It has a real cheap, very fragile, single stage paint job on it. It's not OEM. It was done afterward. And it's got a lot of bubbles, some rust spots. Those I won't be able to do much about. But just catching it all up. Robert, who's the owner. Hey guys, good to see you. If y'all on there and I don't really know you or anything, post a comment down there and tell me where you're from. Or ask a question if you want to. But this car, it was pre-rinsed. I foamed it. All that kind of stuff. Then I strip washed it. Used Meguiar's Plus wash on it because you can kind of really scrub with it. And trust me, this paint needed a good scrubbing. Just covered with contaminants. That was called the contact wash. Then after that I sprayed it down with Iron X and decontaminated, which if you've ever used that stuff, when it hits those metal contaminants it turns purple. This thing was running purple all over the place. Then I rinsed all that off very thoroughly, force air dried it just to get all the water out of the nooks and crannies. Basically I did the strip the wheels and tires. They came out pretty well, pretty good. Kind of a pain because of the spokes. Those are wheel covers, not wheels. And I'll see if I can spiff them up a little bit more, scrub down and all the rubber and plastic trim with F-Bomb in my foamer. Got all the little nooks and crannies, stripped the glass as best I could, and after I got all that done, then I pulled it in the garage here and I just finished clay barring the entire vehicle, including the glass, the metal, the paint, everything. And I'm gonna tell you what, this paint ate up a lump of clay bar, just ate it completely up. But I'll walk around a little bit. I don't know if Facebook Live will let me, but there's some shine here, but not much. It's a yellow car. In some lights it looks almost white. You know, a lot of rough spots. I don't know if y'all see that shiny spot right there. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know. Nothing touched it. Clay bar, none of the strip soap, nothing. Iron X didn't do anything to it. It's still there, whatever it is. And I've felt of it. It feels a little tacky or something. I'm not sure what that is. But maybe the buffer will take it off. I don't know. But you can see there's a little bit of shine up there, but back here it's almost just a flat yellow. I'll try to spiff up the tail lights a little bit for him. The headlights, once again, are glass, folks. So they don't need a whole lot. Glass headlights outlast those cheap plastic ones by a long shot. But there you can see the rust bubbles again. I think I showed you some of those the other day. The whole roof, once I got it really clean, and you could see maybe there's a whole line of bubbles right there. I don't think y'all can see that, but I do. A whole line of bubbles in that paint all the way up and down there. The roof's just got all kinds of bubbles on it. There's another line right there. There you go. I think you can see them now. And I think that's from when this car originally had a vinyl roof on it and the owner stripped it off, and you know, they trap moisture up under them, and you see that a lot of times. These mirrors, they're pretty dull. Everything's dull, but the car is basically as clean as it can get. And Robert, I even lifted the hood and I just did a little quick rinse down, blasted some of that grime off of there, scrubbed all this down real good, the vent cowl and all that. But I can't figure out how to get, usually I lift the windshield wipers up and all, but I can't, even with the hood up, I can't figure that out, Robert. There's a lot of brush spots down there. You see there's a spot there where the paint has come off due to a bubbling effect. There's some down underneath. But just wanted to catch y'all up right quick. I appreciate everybody. I don't know, this thing, I don't know what I'll do about this yet. I don't know if I can do anything about that. That's a cheap plastic. Don't know if I could be able to do much with this moldings around the window, but we'll give it a shot and see how it turns out. I think what I've decided I'm going to do is at first I'm going to try like a medium cutting pad with some all-in-one just to see how that does. I suspect it's not going to do much. I'll probably end up going with a wool pad and maybe something a little stronger, and then as usual I'll probably end up having to go back over and polish everything. This old super oxidized paint is going to slow me down, because what I'll have to do is clean my pad or change pads after every panel. It's like I'll probably do maybe that whole half of the hood. I might be able to finish it with one pad, but maybe not, because this old oxidized paint, it gunks up your polishing pads very quickly. One thing I don't understand, see that little guy right there? These bugs are coming out of everywhere. I don't understand that. Maybe they're just looking for a warm place to get, but some of these car products, they smell so good. I think the odor, the good sweet smell of it draws the bugs. I don't know what. Or maybe it's just all my bright lights on in the garage here. Heck if I know. But I don't know if y'all can subscribe to this, or if you can tag somebody, like it, whatever you do, give me a thumbs up. I know you can do that. I'm pretty sure you can do that. All that stuff helps me out with their algorithms, as they call it. I don't know how I just keep getting myself into these old cars with these bad paint jobs, but I just can't resist the challenge, folks. So I'll do the best I can within the budget of this. We had discussed using the Optimum Clear Coat Restorer on here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a panel. The owner only lives about 5 miles away from me, no, it's not even that far, 2 or 3 miles. And I'm going to do a panel and put ceramic coating on it, and then I'm going to have him come over here and look at it and see if that is good enough. If not, we'll discuss the difference between how it looks with that and how it may look with the Clear Coat Restorer on there. And if he wants to try that, we might do a little test spot with it just to see how it turns out, to see which will make him happier. This paint job is not worth sinking a whole lot of money to. I'm going to be able to make it look way better than it does now, give it some good gloss and shine, give it some protection, and maybe slow down some of the damage that is occurring due to the rust and that sort of thing, but I won't be able to slow it down appreciably over a long period of time, I don't think. So I'm pretty sure at some point within the next few years, perhaps, he's going to have this car repainted, which will be a relatively expensive venture, simply because in all those spaces where there's rust, you're going to have to take it all the way down to the metal, I think, in my opinion. And of course that involves a lot more time and effort. But anyway, appreciate you guys. Come see me, give me a holler, or send me a message. Let me know somebody's out there even paying attention to this. It's all right. I'm going to do a little bit more work and then it'll be time to go in and have some supper. About getting time to let the garage door down and flip the heat on according to my thermometers. I keep a close eye on the temperature in this kind of weather because a lot of these products don't work good below or above certain temperatures, so I have to kind of climate control the garage so they'll work properly. Once it gets down around 50 degrees, you're not going to make much progress, or you're not going to do much good with some of these products. So anyway, folks, I'll catch y'all up on my clear coat restore thing later. Have a good one now.